Hello everybody, welcome! My name is Ursa Ryan. Now I like on this channel to take the ideas of my channel supporters and run with them where I can. Some of the most interesting games we've seen on this channel after all have been from their crazed minds, but this one really did get my attention. Welcome everybody to the Cold Hands Secret Society Brotherhood of the Deep. That's right, today we are going to be allying ourselves with those unfathomable, disgusting sea monsters that live just out of sight. Is it Squidward? Is it Atlantis? I don't know, but it's certainly deep. Now this is a modded secret society where I ally myself with the fish, and it's genuinely quite interesting. We gain extra production on water tiles and extra immunities for districts next to water, and we can embark units earlier. We can put fishing boats on any water tile, we can have immune plundering traders on water, but that's all just balance stuff. Let's be honest, a lot of the secret societies in the game, in the base game, are very overpowered. Looking at you, Void Singers. No, this is more interesting. This has spanned an entire series idea. Just take a look at this one. Abyssal, unlocked in Industrial Era, allows you to construct shrines to the sea, a powerful replacement to a flood barrier that unlocks early. A replacement to a flood barrier? Now, why would I need that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this secret society is all about becoming one with the sea. And how else are we going to do that than flood the entire world? Now, I've gone back to my fiendish drawing board of Civ mods, and I've come across this old one that I love called Got Lakes, and I've created this. This is a map called Run to the Hills. Over 75% of this map is going to flood, and when I say flood, it is going to literally disappear under the sea. Unless something is literally on the top of the hill, it will be swallowed into the sea if the sea rises. I cannot tell you how devastating this is going to be. Everyone will drown. We all need to learn to swim. Netherlands? The Netherlands won't exist. This is apocalyptic levels of sea rising, and all the better that we have this, the Shrine to the Sea, because this flood barrier actually accelerates the rise of ocean levels. So today we are going to do the following. I'm going to play King of the Boats, Mr. Harald, and we are going to go out of our way, not only to raid and plunder the world, but also to sacrifice the entire world under the sea. Our mission is to go as quickly as possible for maximum global warming. I want to win this game, but I want to win this game not necessarily because I've won it. I want to make sure that everyone else loses, and how better than to just flood every single city on the map. Trust me, the AI is going to be decimated by the fact that nothing they own is going to be above the water. It's going to cripple people, and I'm looking forward to this. Now, I have Barb Clans mode on, we've got Secret Societies mode on, I've got a few mods that you'll need to play this one. Remember, come along to Discord if you want the save file or the mod list that I use to make all of this stuff work. But I wanted a slightly easier game, just so that we can show off the mod a little bit and have a little bit more focus today on having fun. So we are playing on Transcendent Difficulty, aka Deity++, which is 2 levels above Deity. So, you know, nice and easy. Sorry, let me just just brush off my shoulders after that casual flex. So dear audience, as you watch this video, do you remember that goldfish that your parents definitely didn't flush down the toilet when it met its untimely demise? Well, that goldfish definitely didn't survive and make its way into the sea and then retreat into the depths and become an abyssal monster that I'm now going to ally myself to destroy the world. No, definitely not. Let's get started. Turn 1, and we are going to ignore the fact that the world is totally flooding, because we plan on flooding it fast, and I plan on having my seawalls in nice and quickly. If I don't, I will end up killing myself. I like the risk. Look at this start. We are absolutely full of woods, which is really good for the stave church later on. Not that I'm particularly planning on going super religious, but if I do go religious, I like to get myself some staves. And this amount of wood certainly helps with that. We've also got the double spice start and a river, so there's a lot to like about this start. Now, my impression is that I want to stick obviously to the fresh water, but I do want to go towards these resources. Now, I can either settle here in place, or I can commit to going towards the spice tile. Ideally, I do kind of want to settle on the coast because I want to get my Viking longships out. This is a custom Got Lakes map, but effectively this is an archipelago map with lots and lots of islands. These are the details. Trust me, trying to replicate this map with Got Lakes is going to be impossible. So come along to Discord, you lazy people. Just use the file, it's easier. So what are we going to do? I really do want to go to the coast. Let's move my warrior just here to see what we find. Some little fishies. Remember, my secret society will give more production to all coast tiles, so that is going to suddenly be a very good tile eventually. And it's either going to be on this tile so that I can work both spices, spices, or this tile, so I can actually settle on top of the spice, which is a grassland hill. Now, if it was a plains hill, that would be even better, but it would give me the resource from turn 1. Let's just, either location, we want to go to this tile, don't we? Let's have a look. Well, there's a hill. That tells me almost nothing. Right, let's move the warrior around and see what we see. Okay, the wood just continues. This is a crazy map. I think I'm going to settle on top of the spices for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it gives me the luxury from turn 1 that I can trade with the AI. That's good. Secondly, it frees up a bunch of tiles to put districts on. The only problem with having 2 plantations either side of a capital, say for instance if I settle on this tile, is that I can't put districts on either of those tiles. That in turn would make this harbour, if I was to put a harbour say on this tile next to the fishies, it would make it worse because I couldn't put a triangle around it. So yeah, let's commit to settling on the spice. Oh, turtles, marble, all in the 3rd ring. I'm liking this gamble so far. Delicious. Some would say spicy. Yum, yum, yum. We're playing Norway. Let's just immediately run for sailing and go for the Viking longship. And we're also going to just beeline to foreign trade to pick up maritime industries so we can spam boats out. Now, the channel supporters on Coffee and Patreon not only give me some wonderful ideas, such as this series, but they also financially support the channel, which is incredibly grateful. It really helps me to do what I love to do. And as a small thank you, we name cities after them. So, welcome to the Thor, Flying Dutch Burbs. I think this capital city is going to have a lot of fun growing. Just to show you the scale of the flooding, by the way, from what we can see, right? So, the only tiles that are not going to disappear in this situation is this mountain, and then I've got 1 tile on the left, a tile there, a tile there, a tile there, a tile there. It's about 6 tiles that I can see. That is it. We are going to get a little bit wet. We really are. Now, this is a bit of an island game, so I'm not going to bother with a scout today. Small islands is just one of those things. I think instead, I'm going to beeline a monument. A bit of a strange start for me, but I do want to go through to foreign trade to get maritime industries as fast as humanly possible. And tripling my early game culture is one very good way of doing that. Lovely. If I can find another continent as well, that would be really cool. Although often with islands, that can be difficult until we actually leave it, so we shall see. Double turtles with reef? Oh man, that would have been such a good campus if the marble wasn't on it. Dear oh dear. Science is going to be quite important to us today. Now, we're not playing Australia, we're not going to have such crazy science, but the reason I really do want to get science is because I want to industrialize really quickly so that I can burn coal. Coal isn't just for naughty children at Christmas. No, it's also for Ursa so that I can, quoting Civ itself, put heavy CO2 into the atmosphere. Oh yes, I want to physically choke on the smoke. It is by far the quickest way to pollute the planet. Well, there is another way as well, a very special way, but we'll get to that later as well. Foreign trade boosted. I have found a tribal village, but it's across the ocean. No! I need to find a tribal village pretty quickly, actually. Otherwise, I can't join my super secret fish society. So this is one funny thing I've always found with the secret societies, right? They're called secret societies. Yet as soon as you join one, or even if you don't join one, any AI you meet, you know immediately what secret society it's in. So by definition, that's not secret, is it? It's like publicly advertised society. It is a total joke. Like, oh yes, I'm definitely not a vampire, but everyone knows I'm a vampire. Cough. I don't know. We've now worked this extra spice tile. Look at this. Dutch Burbs is getting very plump very quickly, and we're going to bring this fish in next. We've got some good 1-3 tiles. There's a 2-2 tile on the border as well. Lovely stuff. It is hyper yummy. Monument finished. Culture boosted. We're now going to get this in 9 turns. I'm not going to bother building a boat until I can boost it properly. So we will just go straight for settler, make a second city. There's actually a decent setup around this location where I could just work 2, if not 3 turtles. And actually I could get across and work some of these tiles as well. So I don't know which one it's going to be, but one of these 2 tiles would be a pretty decent city center location, I believe. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that later. Maybe there'll be a settler spot to the south of me as well that would be equally as delicious. I don't know. There's sailing anyway. I want to be able to irrigate fairly quickly. Let's go for pottery. Whack a granary in. Utilize the fact that we have a 4-1, actually 2 4-1 tiles in my capital already. That's obscene amounts of food. Let's get the housing to match. Nice big Pingala start. Fish worship is absolutely not a problem. God King? Absolutely. Discipline discipline? Sure, why not? A ghostfish barbarians. Maybe the ghostfish know the secret overlords of the sea. Maybe. It'll be a quick and cheap way to get a galley if it is. Some marble south of me, some mountains, not a lot of fresh water. There is the ghostfish clan. They want 155 gold for a galley. Not bad, or I could just plunder and kill for era score. Don't know. If I'm gonna fight these barbs, what I don't want them to do is counterattack whilst my feet are soggy in this marsh, because I got a huge combat penalty, so I'm just gonna drift lazily around until I'm on this hill tile. Much more defendable location to attack them from. Delicious. Foreign trade, there it is. I kind of want discipline though. Ooh. I can deal without it. It just takes a little bit longer. Right, maritime industries, and you go. It's more important that I discover as much of the map as quickly as possible. Farmer resource. Am I going to get that? Is there any resource to farm around here? No, I don't know if there is. I might just hard do that, to be fair. Let's just go straight for irrigation. Why not just go through it? And we'll get a little bit of time into craftsmanship as well. Ghostfish has gone all the way around just to find my capital. That feels excessive. Why did you do that? Come on. Leave me alone. They might just pointlessly attack my city, to be fair. I'm not sure about that. Right, we know what time it is. We were going to do this as soon as we played Thunderbolt of the North. Viking longship spam ahoy. It just works, as Todd Howard would say. Oh, that doesn't just work, though. That's a quadrireme. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, we will be able to defeat it pretty quick with our longships, but that's going to hit my warrior, which is not part of his plans. We're going to have to move it back in and stand on this marsh tower, which is not ideal. Oh well, what can you do? Yep, we're heading this way. I don't want this city to be choked up with barbarians really quickly, and we've got so many turtles to the north as well as some marble. I think that works nicely for me. Our first boat, it's not the world's first boat though. That's a bit worrying on turn 27. I guess we are playing on an easy difficulty of Transcendent though, so maybe that's the thing. Let's send you round. I want to make sure that this barb camp doesn't get too risky. Let's move from craftsmanship to early empire, and I'm actually going to move my settler one tile further north. Not because it's a better location, but it's slightly further away from my capital, and it can actually reach more of the land, and it will reveal more of the land as well with the visibility of the settler, although I guess my boat's just done that as well. It didn't show me anything. Never mind. Anyway, my longship can actually activate the tribal village. Ta-da! And there you are. Brotherhood of the Deep. So first of all, water tiles give 1 production, and specialized districts gain +1 immunities if adjacent to water tiles. Allows you to embark any unit. Da 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 da. I have joined the Brotherhood of the Deep. You have to love it. Second boat as well. I'm gonna have to send both around to try and deal with these barbs quickly. Don't want to have to put up with them. I really do not. Here's city number 2, and that's suddenly a really nice tile. Look at that. Because don't forget, a water tile with a feature gives me a +1 production. It doesn't actually say here, but it did on the title of the mod, which is good. Second city, welcome, Lord Rich, 111. Longship spam here as well? Nah, let's go for the builder plate. No, do we do that? No, let's go for a longship. Who am I to resist the spam of a longship? It's just not normal. Where are the barbs going? I don't want you to surprise me. I want you to fight me on my own terms. Ah, they're gonna get the first hit on me. Never mind. Stonehenge has been built. The barbs are attacking my boats, but none of this matters because none of it involves bringing a giant sea monster back from the deep. It's important in life to make sure you've got your priorities straight. That's what I've always said. It's what I always believe. Are you gonna just keep attacking me, are you? Just gonna keep attacking me? How about get in the sea? Oh, actually, this is a good way of double getting experience there. Get in the sea again. Ah, now I have a boat that goes in the other direction. And of course, I'm playing Norway, which means my boats can all pick up tribal villages. That is just like one of the best quality of life adjustments ever. It's wonderful. I think it's better for me to just make sure I spit out a load of these because these effectively act as scouts for me. It's kind of what they are here for. Bit of exploration, bit of experience, bit of barb control, and what's this? I can clear the barb camp? Oh, go on then. Irrigation's now done. Let's go animal husbandry, mining, figure out things from there. If I can mine and marry my horse, really, is there anything else in life I truly need? I think it's debatable. Another tribal village. Delicious. Oh, 2 tribal villages. Double delicious. Yay. All right, let's get my builder out. We will work these spices. We'll get another settler out. I've got marble to my south. We've also got marble and turtle. All these delicious things that need picking up. And that's my starting island. So thank goodness we have adopted the Brotherhood of the giant squid monster, because if not, we wouldn't be able to get out of this island. That would be terrible. Tribal village says, have some faith. Oh, amazing. Don't even need to be a god God King anymore. It's all here. So many tribal villages. Actually, this is a really, really good way of trying to get into a golden age. We still need 14 era scores, so this is very unlikely. Very unlikely, but we'll give it a good go. Urban planning, get in here, confirm that, and now we'll work towards state workforce. I'll get a couple of turns of mysticism because I'm going to improve these tiles naturally anyway. Which governor do I need? I actually think I'm going to go for Magnus because Chopville? But yeah, like absolute Chopville. Chop, chop, chop. Hermetic order and boost craftsmanship found in a tribal village and state workforce. Wow, that is a huge amount of effective culture. What's in this one? Scout, okay. I guess that's quite fun as well. Yonglei. Uh-oh. The AI knows how to play him very, very well, and he's got a galley. Well, I guess that means he is at least on the coast, which means I might be able to go and pillage something, although that's Mapuche. That's not Yonglei at all. Let's go and honor and meet you. Okay, these are builders. These are builders. Builders are good. Builders mean massive plunder. I think for me, just because it's really cool, I've got to go for production from fishing boats because we will add 2 production to every fishing boat purely through Stave Church and Pantheon, plus 1 from secret societies. We can get some very productive tiles. It's almost worth it just for the jokes. Rapa Nui, good city-state. A little bit of culture, good first meat, delicious. Kumasi, oh, that changes everything. Oh, right, Kumasi is really exciting. Trade routes to any city-state giving me 2 culture and 1 gold. That does a few things for me. That frees me up to be an absolute giga chad and go to war with everyone, but it also means that I can get a lot more culture and gold from an early stages of the game if I focus on things like harbors, which I was always going to do, but now I'm going to super do it. So we're going to find a natural wonder next turn because I have found the Fountain of Youth. Can you see a subtle hint that this might be on the map? No? That'd be so funny if that didn't appear like that. And then we're also, after that, going to put down 2 sea resources. Fishing boats. We've got, of course, the turtle. This will all be good. This will all be fine. In fact, just going to quickly rush through this builder because this is going to give me tons of momentum if I do this. And wha-bam! Oh, that's a meaty tile. Actually, it's not a meaty tile at all. It's a fishy tile. I guess fish are made of meat. Fish meat. Fish fishiness. I don't know what it is, but it smells fishy to me. There's another tribal village as well. Second source of turtle. Anyone want to buy my turtles? 3 gold per ton. Oh my lord, that is stingy. You're going to have to do better than that if you want it. There's Fountain of Youth. There's the astrology boost. A little bit more era score. We still need 6 and I've got 8 turns. Right, scrap that. We still need 5. There's the boost to masonry and archery. It is unlikely that we are going to get a golden age, even with this crazy exploration. That's the funny thing. We've done a genuinely good job at exploring everywhere, and we're going to be nowhere near a golden age. That's a vampire. Yonglei has a vampire. Also, this map, turns out I didn't press the button that made it round. So this is a square flat map. All right, I guess that's fine. Oh, Beijing. Good to know where the enemy cities are, just in case, you know, we fancy a touch of pillage. Hunza, there's political philosophy boosted. Unfortunately, someone has met them already. Boo. Mitla, they haven't been met by somebody. 2 cultural and 1 scientific city-states. Very good for raw yields, that one. And another tribal village, 6 turns, 4 era score needed. Bandar Brunei, that is first meet. Well, hey, a first of hopefully many trade routes for city-states. I'm going to trade with Kumasi this time. That's going to be a lot. It's going to be plenty. 4 turns, 4 era score needed. Here's 1 tribal village. I don't have to find too many more, you know. There's still a slim chance that we might do this. Very, very slim, but it's more than 0. It is more than 0. Unfortunately, there's no real decent attacking opportunity here. I was going to try and sweep through an AI and take all of their cities, but only 1 boat can get into both of these cities. I don't have anywhere near enough strength to go and claim those. Tribal village. 1 new population. Ooh, 6 pop capital. Go on then. 3 turns. Here's another one. There's military training and theology boosted. There's a lot of boosts. There's Vatican. Again, another first meet. Next up, I think we're going to go for provision, and then we'll dump into Armani to start the most beautiful Armani tour. Go on, bless me. Yes, there's a tribal village. We have a chance next turn of claiming that. If I can just find 1 more, just 1 more. There's Mogadishu. Again, a first meet. Just 1 more. Or even like a player. An AI would do as well. Settler card going in. Conscription is also going in now to save me just a little bit of gold per turn. I've built so many boats boats. So many boats. We need anything else. 1 turn. Oh, go and find something for me. Find something for me. Oh, this is so annoying. No, that's a warrior. I just need 1 more era score. Grants a builder unit. I guess a builder unit is quite handy. Oh, I found Lincoln. I found Lincoln. Honored to meet you. Oh my lord, 25 era score out of 25. I did not think I was going to do that, but we found all of them in the end. Good. Golden Age achieved. Hooray. Classical era. Oh, I can feel myself becoming more knowledgeable by the second. Real varied AI results here. Yongle gets golden, but Lincoln gets a dark age. Lincoln having problems with loyalty? Who would have thought of that? Now, controversial opinion. I don't have much faith and I don't have much gold. I'm not going to get full value out of monumentality. I'm going to go free inquiry today. We're about to start spamming harbors, and science from harbors I think works well for me. Plus the 10% boost. That means I can industrialize really quickly. We need to get down here as fast as we can. So that is what we are going to try and do. Also, more turtles. Anyone want any more turtles? Why is no one buying my turtles for a large amount of money? Come on, what's wrong with my turtles? Why is it that I'm trying to develop a nation that has an entirely and 100% dedicated turtle-based economy? Don't worry about the specifics, it's fine. I really like this land. This map is really cool. Like, I really like this map a huge amount. I forget how cool Got Lakes is. Let's remove the woods. I think we have provision in this city. Of course we do. Chop chop. Let's get another settler out and see if we can figure out something tasty. Where are the reefs? Where can I put my campuses to get a really good result? So there is a lovely +3. I think anything +3 or above is going to be of note to me. Can work with that. I want all of my campuses being +4 if I can help it. That'll make rationalism work extra hard for me. Yeah, this land is not rocking the campus spots that we had hoped it would, but there are some good ones out here. So I think I'm going to go over towards this +4 and perhaps settle a city on this tile. We've actually got a nice harbor complex we can make from there. Yeah, okay, that's a really good place to go and settle. Off we go. Venice. How many cities? 4. That's 4 mercantile city-states we found now. Oh, our trade routes are going to be absolutely popping off. Zanzibar, make that 5. Make that 5. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Yep, harbors in every city. Georgia, that means there's only 1 other person. It doesn't matter who we meet. Ultimately, people on this world, they mean nothing to us. We pray only to the giant god under the sea. We will sink this world. I mean, everyone will be happy under the sea. Because we need to remember, nothing is better except down where it's wetter. Ladies and gentlemen, take it from me. 1 envoy in a tribal village. I will save this for a few turns because we're just about to get diplomatic league. And that will multiply my envoys by a factor of 2. In Garzagamu. Oh, it just gets even better. The city-states on this map are wild. I can just feel myself getting more and more excited by the turn. There's Celestial Navigation. We can get some harbors out now for some extra science. Speaking of, let's just quickly unlock the campus. Wheel boosted. Don't forget, every boost we get in this golden age is a 50% boost, not a 40% boost. So we're keeping our science nice and high. Nice quick and rapid start. More tribal villages. It's just the sheer amount of tribal villages we're getting. Lincoln's giving us cranberry sauce. That's a theme. And bam, political philosophy and writing. Now, what government are we going to go for? I think the happy governor, classical republic, is probably better in the long run. Although we could go for extra combat strength for our melee units, but I don't think that really goes well in the long run. No, let's go classical republic for now. We can always change later if we want. Settlers is good. Urban planning's fine. Diplomatic league has to go in. It's compulsory. And we'll put charismatic leader in just to make sure that we get as many envoys as is physically possible. And now, Bandar Brunei. Why don't you have an envoy? 2 era score. Lots of visibility. It's a lot of fun. I think we want to run to education. So let's stick to the top of the tree for now. Go archery and work out what we want to do from there. Nice. So many geothermal fissures. What is this island? Why can no campus be built here? That's mad. Mysticism. Okay, we finally unlocked our mining now. Where do we want to tour first? I think let's go to Mogadishu. We'll start from the bottom and make our way up. Actually, no, saying that, we don't need to do that necessarily. Well, there's Kumasi. Now our trade routes are going to be super powered. That was an important pickup for us. 2 settlers are now ready to settle. That'll take me from 2 cities to 4. That's doubling. Yes, I like maths. But before I settle them, we are going to pick up the ancestral hall and make sure we chop this out before we finish anything. And harbor time. It's always harbor time, but this is now especially harbor time. I am harboring grand ambitions in this game. I am seasick with ambitions and plans. Military tradition mission's finished, but that's not important. The most important thing is the Ancestral Hall is now finished. So we can go for 1 city. Ha ha ha. 2 cities. That's next to the Fountain of Youth as well. Ha ha ha. And then 3 cities. Oh, so wonderful. All right, let's get all of you named as quickly as possible. I'm Daft. You've got this island to the north with some beautiful furs and a bunch of crabs. Never say that I don't give you anything. Widget, you have this responsibility to get a nice +5 harbour and a +5 campus going. So again, lots of responsibility. And down with the almighty Fountain of Youth, Frankincense Battlezord. You're going to be very tempted to work that pretty much no matter what I tell you to do. So I might just let you do that. We'll come back to it later, but I am going to just treat myself to 3 monuments, which is a very extreme use of my gold, but I had exactly 720, which is what I need to do this. Look at that, 0 gold. I was too tempted. Too tempted indeed. We're going to go external trade routes today because of Kumasi, so there's no point going surplus logistics instead. We're going to go Pingala, and I'm going to put you into the most high population, high science city, which is either Frankincense Battlezord because it's already working Fountain of Youth, or we go Widget. We're going to go Frankincense Battlezord for now, but I reserve the ability to change my mind on that. Let's start to just build the harbours. Get them built fast. In fact, I think every single one of my cities is going to be earning a harbour now. Oh, an envoy in a tribal village. Vatican, will you join my ranks? Yes. I've got the Pope on side. And Giant's Causeway. Ooh. Down to the south. No one seems to be going for it at the moment. Maybe that'll be a fun little pickup. Great Barrier Reef. Oh my lord. There's a lot of desert around here, but this is quite a fun area of the map. Coupe's the last person and is the Giga Chad with 56 science per turn. Alright, honor to meet you. You're over on the left-hand side of the map. Coupe is going to be a bit of a problem. Put this in context. I have 5 cities and 12. Yongle is 4 and 15. 2 and 8 for Mapuche, 1 and 6 for Lincoln. Very small island start. That sucks for you. 5 cities and 17. 5 cities and 24. Yeah, Coupe is doing well already. Mogadishu bows to my authority. Onwards to Hunza. So the next one. I think we've almost got the Golden Age already. I didn't think we'd get a Golden Age into Medieval Era, but yeah, no, we're doing good. Look at these turtles. It's the bonus production from a secret society and my fishing boats. Free food for production already. Delish. The good thing about having monuments in all of my cities is I'm actually gaining a lot of tiles to improve, and that's really helping me with the boosts. Horseback riding there, for instance. An easy pickup, another source of turtle. All of this stuff just naturally falling into my empire without me to actually spending any gold on tiles, which is my usual crutch. I'd love to spend money on pointless tile purchases. Don't have to do it today. Look, Lincoln, 8 gold and 5. That is so much better than 1 gold and 5. Why would you think that I would accept that deal? No. My first harbour, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 loads of +2 gold in lighthouses. So this lighthouse should be an 8 gold per turn lighthouse. It is. Oh my lord, it is so good to just immediately pop into my city. Lord Rich has housing. So much good stuff, and the ability to pick up another trader. Gold makes gold. That's what we're going to be doing today. Endless gold grinding. See, that's better. 7 gold. I'll take that. That's a better deal, Lincoln. Oh, that's so many embarked settlers. Mapoche, don't do this to me. It's too tempting. I really do want to just send a swarm of boats over and steal them all, which is kind of what I might do if I can get myself going quickly enough. Samarkand? That's another mercantile city-state. Currently, we're rocking a potential +12 gold on lighthouses. Well, if that doesn't encourage you to use harbours, I don't know what will. Muscat, you've got to be kidding. How many of these? That is so ridiculous. I love it. Kumasi? Who just took Kumasi from me? No. No, of all of the city-states to take, that is not one that I am willing to play with. Who was that? Who was that? Yongle? No. It's like you know how powerful they are. I'm taking that back, thank you. That's already worth 5 culture per turn to me. Look at that route. Look at that route. Not playing this game. Well, second harbour is done. There's the lighthouse. Get the trader going as quickly as possible. And we can finally get veterancy in. 30% production towards harbours. Oh yeah. Remember, if you see Auckland, remember to shout. Campus time. More science. That's what we need. More. Look at these trade routes. Oh yes, all of the city-state trade routes, 100 gold per turn by turn 67. Imagine if I tried to take on Mapoche right now. Look at this. They have currently 10 because I'm in a golden age, 6 intel on me, 6 combat bonus due to difficulty, because this is Deity++ or Transcendent difficulty. Yeah, we would be going nowhere. I need such a combat advantage over Mapoche to beat them. Coupe doesn't like me chopping stuff down. Oh, Coupe, you haven't seen anything yet. I am going to literally literally rip up the world and make settlers from it. It's not even a threat. That is literally a promise to you. There's construction with the boost of the watermill, and my first lumber mill just gives me mass production. Remember, I'm just getting as much science as I can now. Let's quickly pick up bronze working. Sure, we can figure out where the iron is. Another amazing route up to 130 gold. I've gained almost 27 gold in a single turn. You know, I'm beginning to not feel very secure about all of these Mapuche boats just sitting around. If they attack me, I am beyond screwed. I might need to just quickly build a new armada just to stop myself from being overwhelmed here. So we've got urban planning, we've got settlers. Quite like both of those cards. I'm going to go for the gold briefly. We're not really producing any settlers. Instead of veterancy, maritime industries. Let's pop that in briefly because I'm just feeling insecure just for the time being. Let's throw some walls up, produce some more boats. Just make sure I have a little bit of a defensive navy. Yongle likes me because I'm awesome. Good to know. Oh, Mapuche just move their galleys off temporarily. Okay, that's good, but I still don't trust them. We're building a little bit more navy. The world is not round, but it's definitely flat. So we got some era score for proving that. And the golden age is achieved. Sort of 20 turns of this era to go through, but that's not a bad thing. Mitla, another city-state on side. Amani, do you want to tour anywhere else? Yeah, Rapa Nui. Off you go to pastures new. Yongle is actually spreading feed the world to me. I love that. Georgia has the other religion and I don't want that. Yeah, no, feed the world is going to be amazing. I will actively build into that one. Don't forget, I do obviously have my unique building. I haven't built any yet, but the Stave Church means that all of my coastal resources gain +1 production. More production to the production gods. Lighthouse, Widget, join the Lighthouse family. You too could be lifted up from the shadows. I lost my first boat. I ran into about 3 barbarians. Oopsie, never mind. I'm Daft has a bit of a fleet now. I'm not too worried about Mapuche deciding to declare war on me now. If they do, it'll really suck, but at least I do have a bit of a navy around. It's a beautiful campus. Lord Rich doing wonders with this science. I'm just buying in the library quickly, and we're making settlers. I've got Lord Rich making a settler, Flying Dutch Burbs making a settler. We've got another trader going. We've got another lighthouse. Golden science, and an admiral. Imhotep is available for 2,000 gold. That's only about 8 turns away, so I think I'm going to save up for Imhotep now. Why not? Ultimately, why not? Also, people are buying all of my stuff and it's wonderful. Yongle wants to be my friend. Oh, that's awesome. That means he can literally do nothing if I flood the world, which of course I am planning on doing pretty soon. As soon as the game will allow me anyway. An unusual rush for me, but naval tradition gives me naval infrastructure. And that lets me get double Harbour adjacency, which I can then use for double science. It works in my head. So more gold, more settler capacity, more veterancy, just more brilliance all round. Also, 2,000 gold. There's Imhotep. Yep, it's a little bit early. It's still in the classical era, but sometimes you just have to go for what you know you're going to enjoy. Also, Ngazagamu. It's mine. That'll come in handy if I choose to get a little bit wary later. Up to 73 science per turn now. That is a big yum. City number 6. I like the irony of the City of Silver having a bunch of marble. Hey, it's all good. It all adds up into something wonderful. Get that harbour finished, get your campus up. We'll be scientifically happy before you know it. 14 gold per turn is much more welcome on luxuries. These are the sort of numbers I want to see. It's tribute to my amazingness. 4 turns. I'm just waiting on Mausoleum. It's a little bit risky, but I am willing to risk it for a biscuit. So naval infrastructure, colonization is fun. Natural philosophy is more fun though, because it means I can industrialize faster. Pop that in. 99 science per turn on turn 86. Whoa, hey. Well, that's fun. Especially all this gold is fun as well. We like it all. You like to see it all. Third mine, that'll give us the boost for apprenticeship. That'll give us apprenticeship. Then we'll have military tactics, and then we're up towards mass production and shipyards. In fact, I just bought myself a library just so I could get to 100 science by turn 100. It was absolutely too tempting. Bam. There's apprenticeship. A little bit of extra mine production. It's all mine. Yeah, cheeky holy sites, cheeky industrial sites. We're going to feed the world. I'm going to put universities down. We're going to just science this up as hard as we can. Feudalism. Veterancy. Is veterancy giving me anything at the moment? Am I building a harbour? I am. Silver's building a harbour, but that's it. So instead we're going to put down serfdom for natural philosophy briefly, and corvée for veterancy. That'll set us for next turn. I'll need monarchy. I need a bigger government, but we can't afford to wait. I tell you what I don't want to wait for, though, is for Yongle to spread their religion to my capital. Can you just please do that? Don't make me wait. I'm terrible at waiting. I will spend so much gold just so that I don't have to wait. Such a strange map in the sense that the ice cap to the north is huge. I can't get anywhere near the top of the map. Brussels. Oh, for a second I saw the scientific, industrial-esque nature of something. It's this icon. I was like, oh, maybe it's Auckland, but no, my secret society has advanced. Now we can go to the second level. And this is where it gets a little bit interesting, because I don't know how this is going to get coded, but allows the construction of fishing boats on any water tile. Coastal cities cannot be put under siege. Trader units are immune to being plundered on water tiles. Units gain the ability to enter ocean tiles. So none of that is particularly useful, apart from the fishing boats. That's really interesting. Let's go and see what that looks like. Next era, so in 2 ages, we will pick up the Shrine to the Sea, which is the flood barrier. At that point, we're going to start flooding the world like crazy, but I'm in a golden age. Coupe and Tamar, they're both in golden ages. We're going to keep on free inquiry for now. Yes, I know that I could, in theory, settle with monumentality, but I'm going to do that in Renaissance era. For now, we're just going to continue using the absolutely obscene science we've got. Look at this, 52? No, 96. We're almost doubling our science per turn right now. Such is the power of our harbours. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy Zursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Sleepy Lab, Bookaluk 79, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Sinikush, Kappa Yobby Virani, Echo Bear. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!